When you manage procurement for multiple facilities, every order matters. But when it's for a hospital system, they matter even more. Grainger gets it and knows there's no time for managing multiple suppliers and no room for shipping delays. That's why Grainger offers millions of products in fast, dependable delivery, so you can keep your facility stocked, safe, and running smoothly. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done. When you manage procurement for multiple facilities, every order matters. But when it's for a hospital system, they matter even more. Grainger gets it and knows there's no time for managing multiple suppliers and no room for shipping delays. That's why Grainger offers millions of products in fast, dependable delivery, so you can keep your facility stocked, safe, and running smoothly. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening. Thank you for downloading. And thank you for subscribing to the latest edition of the 12 Kyle podcast. I'm 12 Kyle. Check this out. On this podcast, we're going to take it back. We're going back to August 29th, 1995. On that day, singer, songwriter, Faith Evans released her debut smash album entitled Faith. And this album is turning 25 years old, and we're going to talk about it. And of course, I've got my homie, Eclectik. He's in the house. So after the break, we will present to you Faith 25 years later on the 12 Kyle podcast. And just like that, we are back. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks again for checking out the latest edition of the 12 Kyle podcast. I'm your boy 12 Kyle. And as I mentioned in the intro, we are taking it back. We're taking it back to 1995, the debut album, Faith, from the first lady of Bad Boy, Faith Evans. And we got a special, I mean, really, he's not a special guest. He's just a guest. My man Eclectik is in the house. E, what up, baby?
Yeah, I promise I'm special. Not the average kind to accept any line that sounds good. Yo, it's good to be here. You know, we talk about some faith. Let's talk about some Bad Boy. Talk about anything. Thank you for having me on.
No doubt, man. Now, it's always interesting for me because if people have been following the podcast, they know we get on here and we talk hip hop all the time. But, you know, people don't know this, or people that know you know this, but, you know, some of the listeners don't know. You know R&B. Like, you really know R&B. So, and if you've been following the podcast, he's been on here before. We talked Bobby Brown once before. So we've done some R&B podcasts before, but we're going back to 95, man. Faith Evans, August 29th, 1995. This album is turning 25 years old. So before we start breaking down the tracks and everything like that, let's take the people back, man. Somebody who, actually two people right now that you're listening to who were actually outside in 1995. Now, you remember how Bad Boy pretty much was running the charts. What do you remember about the buzz prior to Faith's album actually coming out?
You know what? To tell you the honest truth, I didn't see it coming. I mean, I knew about it, but I didn't see it coming. It was just like, yo, that's Biggie's wife. And I'm like, yeah, no, it's not, because he can't do that. But now it was like, nah, for real. I'm like, all right. But off the strength of Mary J Blige's My Life, and she was on that. So and little bit of buzz off the mixtapes, but the My Life, because she damn near wrote half of it, and was on, in my opinion, a pretty good song. I was like, yo, I'm down with Faith. Then the singles came out, and I was rocking with the singles. 95 was an incredible year for hip hop, but for R&B, it was no. Hey, a lot of good stuff came out. The Monica Mustang album came out in '95. The Waiting to Exhale soundtrack, people love that. The Jodeci album, the After Party, all that stuff. But yeah,
that was decent.
But Brown Sugar came out. My joint, Surrender by Cut Close, came out.
This guy.
Hey man.
You love that album too.
I do. I tell you, 2 albums that came out in '95 that were incredible that people sleep on: "Surrender" by Cut Close and "Do You Want to Ride" by Dina Howard.
Dina Howard, yeah, man.
But all those joints came. I mean, it was a great year for R&B. Montel hit us with "This Is How We Do It." Subway and the 702. This little game we play. So. She had company, but and my favorite member of En Vogue, Terry Ellis, she dropped incredible X. And oh boy, that second to Prince had history. He came out. Listen,
that wasn't a good album either. It was okay,
Prince.
I guess.
Prince gave us the GOAT experience, though.
Of course.
So when she did finally drop, it was a Tuesday purchase. You had to have it.
Yep. And
just like My Life Before It, as soon as you hit play, you knew. Yeah, this is incredible.
Yeah, man, you make a great point. It definitely was a great time for music. Particularly, we've talked about the influence and what hip hop was in '95. But as you mentioned, R&B was no slouch. I mean, like it was hit after hit after album after album. It was really a great time for some incredible music. And to your point, there really wasn't a lot of lead up to this album coming out. We heard Faith on background vocals for the great MJB, Mary J Blige,
the killer
on the My Life album. Stop it. And of course Mary J, and we'll get into it a little later, Mary J returned the favor on this album.
And she was on Usher's joint too.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So it was a great time, for music and everything like that, and it was a great time to be outside. And I mentioned, her involvement being on Bad Boy Entertainment Music. Puff, at that point, Bad Boy ran the radio. I mean, like they were everywhere. Looking back on it now, do you think that there might have been some trepidation maybe from Faith and her camp about being on such a large hip hop label? Because, you and I, we've been around. We saw, some R&B acts tend to get swallowed on, record labels. Total. And
wow. I don't think that was the case of Swallow. Well, I think Total was affected by one, lack of focus on Puff, and the fact that he was the whole label was in Biggie mode. But as far as Favor's concerned, I don't think there was any feelings like that, because you got to think. One, she's riding off the momentum of, doing the vocals and the writing for My Life. And then there was no other solo woman on Bad Boy.
Right.
And so she was going to get that priority. And since the majority of, 94 and 95 was Bad Boy was in Biggie mode, got to keep his wife happy. So she whatever. It ain't like she was like Craig Mack's niece.
That would have made it worse.
Yeah, her shit would have never came out.
Yeah, because Craig Mack got pushed to the curb.
Yeah. So she was in the perfect place. If she was anywhere else, she might not even popped off like she wanted to.
Right. When did you do you remember? Because I know for me, I think I'd heard the rumor that she was married to Big, but I think I may have seen Faith. And again, folks, for those of you listening, there was no internet. So
Nah, I read it in the source.
okay, that's where I was going. Like, I think I remember reading about it in the source. Rumor has it, and I'm pretty sure this has been substantiated, like they met each other on a video shoot and they had only known each other for like a week and then they got married. Biggie proposed to her. What did you, at first glance, what did you think about Big being married and, you know, and then being married to Faith, his label mate, this up and coming singer?
Like I said, first I didn't believe it.
None of us did.
And then and then they showed the pictures of them. Like, I mean, at that point it was, you know, the weird thing about the '90s, and like you said, there was no internet, but that was irrelevant for this. But well, I mean, it's actually kind of relevant because he got married, and you know, he met her for, you know, a little bit of time, cup of coffee. But the thing was, ultimately, no one cared. Nope. It wasn't any outside of like what I just said. Well, I didn't believe it, and I looked and was like, I mean, shit. But that was the extent of the public opinion on it. Mm-hmm. It didn't change anything. It didn't change how people looked at her. It didn't change how people looked at him. It didn't change what we thought of the music. Fuck, they barely even was on a song together.
Right.
So it's fast forward to now. If you see somebody comment on somebody's Instagram, then everybody got an opinion, and somebody shouldn't. They got to get them out of here, and they shouldn't be on together. How he get her, and she ugly, and he cheating on her with this, because nobody cared.
Nobody cared.
No one cared. It was a great. As much as we rely on the internet and social media, you know, you guys are listening to this and how you access this and how you even know us, period. Mm-hmm. There is a lot to say about life and moving without the internet.
Yes.
I mean, it was an incredible time. We had, when you think about it, you're like, yo, why is everybody always talking of bigging up the 80s or bigging up the 90s and throwing 90s parties and talking about how good it was? Because we will never have that again.
Ever.
It's impossible for us to have that again. We didn't have phones to walk around with and all the music. If you wanted the faith, you had to have your little booklet with the CD in it or a big tape case, and you had to carry it around with you. It wasn't no like, oh, let me just download that real quick. Let me stream it. No.
Yep.
And all the little things that we take for granted happened in the early 90s, and it's just so different. The fact that this didn't have crazy buzz, but we knew about it, and it came out. And shit, next thing you know, it's platinum. That was because it was good. Yep. That was because the word of mouth said, yo, you got to get this. We got to listen to it. Nobody told us that we had to have it. Nobody told us to stream it like that. They didn't keep playing it all over the radio till we eventually gave in. I was like, yeah, it is good, because I heard it 55 times. That was it.
Yeah, man, yeah. You hit the nail on the head. And that's exactly how it played out. I remember, like you said, I think I heard about their marriage either on the radio. I definitely saw it in the source, and I'm like, oh, Faith, oh, and Big, oh wow, okay. And then there was a photo shoot that they did, and then I think that was for either the Source or Vibe magazine, one of the two, and I think they did a cover, and that was about it. I was just like,
when in the drop top.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, oh, okay. And I was like, but like you said, it did make me want to listen to Faith even more. But I don't think it made ladies want to listen to Big anymore. So, and what's weird is that when you go back to that time, and there's no disrespect, but Lil' Kim was more associated with Big than Faith was. Mm-hmm. And what's interesting is when you listen to this album and you listen to some of the lyrics, it sounds like she's singing to Big, because at the time that she recorded this, they were married, but then they were separated at the time too as well. So, I mean, it was kind of like a whirlwind time between the time that she actually recorded it, the time that it came out, the time that she was actually promoting it, and then ultimately, when she went on her run, and then obviously, Big, was murdered. So it was. I'm sure she went through a lot, and then again, but like I said, what's weird is that there are a lot of people that if they did not know that Faith was married to Biggie, they always associated Little Kim with Big, not necessarily Faith. And she was the one he was married to. Of course, we know that Kim and Big had their own little thing going on or whatever like that. But I always found that to be interesting. Also,
let it be said.
Let it be known.
No, absolutely not. As black and ugly as Biggie would like us to believe he was, lazy eye, he was high.
Mm-hmm.
Faith, Kim, and Charlie Baltimore, he did all right for himself.
Yeah, he did.
Just saying, he did all right. He's done better than I have in my life. So I just wanted to throw that out there.
He came up, man. The people who knew Biggie, on a personal level, they always said he was a really, really charismatic and funny guy. So, charisma and charm can win you a pretty lady every now and then. But as far as this album, man, again, August 29th, 1995, the album drops. This album had some, obviously big names behind it. Chucky Thompson, Jean-Claude Oliveira, and of course the executive producer, Sean Puffy Combs. Your first, if you can go back to maybe not your first listen, but the first couple of times you ran this album, what were you thinking?
I will tell you exactly what I was thinking. One, I was thinking this is a mood. It puts you, that whole album puts you in a good mood. Even though some of the songs you might think, damn, she's going through it a little bit. But the way she sang it, it's like, nah. I mean, even if you're going through it, I feel good driving around with this. This is nice. I could clean up the house to this. I could drive to this. I could cook me something up to this. I could have this in the background while I'm playing video games. Mm-hmm. It was a multi-purpose joint. The thing that surprised me the most about it is for her coming off of My Life, writing that, for her to be the first lady of Bad Boy, and for her to be married to Big. There's no rapping on this album.
None.
For Puff to have anything to do with this in 95,
mm-hmm.
Bad Boy stick to 95, ridiculous.
Right.
For there's not a Big verse, a Kim verse. Well, it probably shouldn't be a Kim verse, but there's not a Big verse. There's not a Craig verse. There's not a Puff verse that someone wrote for him. Nothing. No. Mary didn't even show up to rap.
Nope.
So that was the biggest surprise for a 95 Puff Daddy, Bad Boy, Married to Big album. There's no rapping.
And that's a great point, because when you think about the other R&B artists that were on Bad Boy, when you think about Total,
yeah,
they had rapping on their album. When you think about 112, I mean, hey, come on.
Yeah. She didn't even have the dope Bad Boy remixes with the rap.
This is true.
I mean, I don't know if people even think about that, but that is wild.
I never really thought about that, but you're right. There's no hip hop at all represented, and this again a hip hop label, and she's the first lady of the label, and she comes out with this classic album, and there's no rapping on it at all. Not even, like you said, not even a verse from her husband.
She's married to the biggest rapper of 95.
Yes, the biggest star in hip hop on the biggest label in hip hop.
He couldn't even did a verse dissing her on it. I mean, Jesus Christ.
Oh man, I tell you what, this is a great place to take a quick commercial break. We'll hear from Faith, and on the other side of the break, man, we're gonna break down the tracks. So you guys sit tight. Me and Eclectik will be back in just a second.
I think maybe about 3-4 years ago, like before I actually had a record deal, but I knew I was gonna get one around that time. I think I was just kind of trying to observe the artists that were out at the time, like, you know, just to get an idea of what I was gonna do with myself. And I noticed that around that time there were a lot of, like, most of the artists that were at the top of the charts, like, my personal opinion was that they weren't that talented, you know, not the most talented people. But I've grown from that time. I've learned that it really has a lot more to do with talent. I mean, it has more to do with a balance of image, you know, being able to carry yourself and represent, you know, the artist that you are or whatever. Some artists have an image or are put together or made into being the artist that they are, but me, not I. No, I'm just, you know, I just kind of said, okay, now I think I just want to be myself. I think maybe about 3-4 years ago, like before I actually had a record deal, but I knew I was gonna get one around that time. I think I was just kind of trying to observe the artists that were out at the time, like, you know, just to get an idea of what I was gonna do with myself. And I noticed that around that time there were a lot of, like, most of the artists that were at the top of the charts, like, my personal opinion was that they weren't that talented, you know, not the most talented people. But I've grown from that time. I've learned that it really has a lot more to do with talent. I mean, it has more to do with a balance of image, you know, being able to carry yourself and represent, you know, the artist that you are or whatever. Some artists have an image or are put together or made into being the artist that they are, but me, not I. No, I'm just, you know, I just kind of said, okay, now I think I just want to be myself.
And just like that, we are back. Once again, it's your boy 12 Kyle. This is the 12 Kyle podcast. And we're talking about the debut album from Faith Evans entitled Faith. Hard to believe, 25 years, and I got my man Eclectik in the building.
Yep.
And we're talking about this album. As I mentioned before the break, we were going to break down the tracks. This album is right at a little more than an hour and 2 minutes. For me, it's relatively quick. It doesn't feel like an hour. It goes back to what you said before the break, E, just talking about it's a vibe where you can do several different things. You can be riding, you can be, you know, chilling in the crib. I used to clean up a lot to this album. I used to ride in the car with my girl, singing songs and stuff. It was just a cool ass album to listen, and still is to this day a cool ass album to listen to. And again, no hip hop on it at all. So we start the album off with the Faith interlude. I think on this interlude, she's just really trying to let you know she's here. It's only 41 seconds, produced by Chucky Thompson. Very melodic interlude. And then we move to track 2, No Other Love, produced by Puff. What did you think about No Other Love, man? Track 2.
No Other Love was great. I appreciated the sample. What was that? What did they sample? Walk On By. I think that's Walk On By.
Walk On By Isaac Hayes. You're right.
Yeah, the track is crazy, and really short song though. The theme of this album is she got in and got out.
Yes.
I'd be interested to know how the recording session was like. You know, if they would have came and said, "Nah, she had a lot of this stuff written. We did it in a week," I'd believe it.
Really.
But Nah, this song set the pace more so than even the interlude. It set the pace and set the expectation and the mood for the entire album. It was like, this album is impeccably sequenced.
It is. It truly is, man. And I think you make a great point, because she did get in and get out. I mean, it wasn't like, it was long and dragged on. Like I said, the album it's an hour long, but it doesn't feel like it's an hour long, particularly when you're listening to it. And I think, to your point about the sequencing, is that back then, you really, especially as a first-time artist, you wanted to make sure that people knew who you were and what your sound was like, or what it was going to be like represented on this particular album early in the album. So even if you had a smash or lead single, it could be somewhere in the middle. When you sequence your songs, you wanted to make sure that, the vibe and the mood for the album was up front in the beginning. Like, for example, the Cut Close album that you listened to, that you mentioned earlier, that album is, they hit you off the bat and let you know, okay, hey, this is who we are, this is what we're doing. And I think that was very indicative of, a lot of music that came out in the 90s that, they didn't really play around. They weren't going to give you a whole bunch of filler, whole bunch of, little this, little that. They really wanted to set the pace for what it was that you were going to be listening to, so you were in tune from the beginning all the way through. And then we move to track 3, Falling in Love. This was written by Faith Evans and the aforementioned MJB, Mary J Blige.
The killer.
Mary J Blige's sister, LaTanya Blige, and Gordon Chambers also wrote on the album. Wrote on this song. Falling in Love contains a sample by the great Patrice Rushen. Remind Me is the name of the song. What did you think about track 3, man?
The dope thing about Falling, so basically, No Other Love set the tone. It was kind of like when you getting ready, you heading out. Maybe you heading out to pick up your girl, pick up your guy, or maybe it's the 90s, so maybe you're about to go to the mall or meet somebody up. What No Other Love did is you getting ready and getting in the car. What Falling in Love is when you're driving. That's windows down. That is some people could consider this a perfect fall song. It could be also a perfect summer song. That's just gonna put you in a good mood. And a lot of that goes to the production and the bridge. See, the song is structured great. Because they repeat the bridge like 3 times, because again the song is she got in and she got out.
Yep.
she gave us a little verse, bridge, repeat, a little bit of verse, we out.
Yep.
But that is, I'm on my way. I'm about to be there. I'm enjoying myself. I'm at the stoplight looking at people watching. I'm at the park.
Right.
This gives you the A. Marie vibe.
Hey, perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. A perfect way to describe it, man. I couldn't agree more, man. This is my second favorite track on the album, and I love this joint, man. Part of the reason is obviously the music, because Remind Me is one of the songs that I remember. Like there's some songs that just remind you of your childhood. Well, I remember seeing Patrice Rushen on Soul Train. I couldn't have been no more than probably about 6 or 7. And I was like, yo, who is this? Like, I fell in love with Patrice Rushen the first time I saw her. Aww. And so,
people, he actually to this day wears his hair like Patrice Rushen.
Let me tell you something. I might step. Patrice Rushen got to be like in her 50s or 60s. I might step to Patrice Rushen if I saw her in the streets for real. I just had a huge crush on her, and this joint, man, it takes me back, and like you said, it sets the mood. It is definitely a feel good song. It's a little up tempo, compared to what else is on this album. But yeah, I'm rolling. My second favorite song on this album, man. I love this song. It like you said, it's a vibe. It's a vibe, and it really gets you in the mood for what it is you're about to do. This one, like I said, it was co-written by the great Mary J Blige. Then we get to track 4, Ain't Nobody, written by Faith Evans, Sean Puffy Combs, and Chucky Thompson.
Puff ain't write nothing.
What'd you think about Ain't Nobody?
Ain't Nobody is my second favorite song on the album.
Okay.
My top 3 is.
Hold it. Just give me your third.
Wait, yeah, hold on. I know how to do this. I'm a professional podcaster. My top 3, 2 of them, Ain't Nobody, and we already talked about No Other Love.
Okay.
Yeah, so I know how this works.
Okay.
So, but Ain't Nobody is my second favorite. The beat is crazy. The chorus, man, the fact, and I'll tell you the thing about this. This is one of the songs, and we'll get to the main one. Mm-hmm. But this is one of the songs where, like at the end, because they repeat the chorus 99 times,
right? And
I love it every time.
Got to.
But she sings her face off at the end of the song. So
she crushed it.
It's like I think it goes to show when an artist also writes their songs, you get a different kind of emotion and feeling when they sing their own words.
Speak on it.
And so, if someone else is just giving you a song because they think it'll blow, or say, oh, no, this one, here, I got this song. You're going to sing it. You'll sing it how they tell you. You'll sing it. But when you wrote it and you know what the emotion you're trying to let out, you could just tell. And I mean, in this song, yeah, I love this song.
It's like, yeah,
I love this song. I play this song often.
Yeah, man. This joint right here, man, it's like you said, at the end, she's just letting you know, like, look, I can blow. And I mean, like, that was the thing for me, particularly back in this time, because, again, for those of you listening that might be a little bit younger, there was no auto-tune. You could either sing or you couldn't. And the thing that was really stressed in that particular time in the 90s was, like, don't put nothing on record that you can't do in real life. And so, Faith is one of those singers, like, she's from the cloth of, like, look, if I put it on wax, I'm going to fuck it up live. Like, so I'm not, like, so she ain't playing with you. So she just lets you know, like, at the end of the song, but the whole song, man, top to bottom, incredible song, man. Another gem. And this, again, it flows, going back to your point, it flows very well with the sequencing of this album. Then we move on to track 5, You Are My Joy, which was an interlude, which honestly, in my opinion, could have been a song. That's only a minute and 8 seconds. But it didn't sound like an interlude to me. It sounded like a song, like they might have started on it and, like, nah, let's make it shorter, something like that. That's just the vibe I got.
I feel the same way, but I think it could have been a song. It sounded like it was a song, but if they made it a song, I'm not sure it would have fit on this album.
Okay, gotcha. I feel it.
Because this is the only thing that, even though I like it, this is the only thing that took me out of the moment of the album.
Really?
Because you got to think about it. I'm coming, No Other Love. No Other Love, that basically was her Biggie's Warning.
Yes. She was definitely singing to Big.
Yeah. I mean, and even the beat.
Yeah, very simple.
It's Warning. It's Warning. She could have said, who the fuck is this? It's the fuck is Warning. Then Fall in Love, Make You Feel Good. Ain't Nobody.
I just caught what you said.
It's her warning. Shut up. And so ain't nobody. And then this, I'm like, well, you kind of bringing me down now. But because of, like I said, it's incredibly sequenced, it was a bring down moment for it. It was a setup for the next song.
Yeah, the next song, track 6, man.
Yeah, it made sense.
Love Don't Live Here Anymore. Classic song written by Miles Gregory, produced by Prince, Charles Alexander, Sean Puffy Combs, and Mark Ledford. This was a thing in the 90s, particularly if you had a dope album. You know, you could get your cover off. I mean, where you could cover a classic song. Not everybody could do it, and to be honest, you had to be careful which song you tried to cover, because when you do a cover song as an artist, particularly as an R&B artist, you want people to love your version just as much as they love the original. So Faith comes in and she does Love Don't Live Here Anymore. Man, the thing about this song, I always go back to like my first couple of listens of this album, and just hearing her hit those first notes, I was just like, yo, she is killing this shit. Like, cause it's at this point, it's 6 for 6 for me. I'm like, there's no skips. I'm all in. Well, I was hooked from the beginning, but Love Don't Live Here Anymore, for her to do that, man, I thought was incredible, and she did not disappoint, man. What did you think about it?
I have a few thoughts about this. One, when I first got this album and I got to this, and I knew that Mary was on it, and I heard it, and my first thought was, this should have been on My Life instead of I'm Going Down. And if that was on My Life instead of I'm Going Down, I probably would have put My Life as the greatest R&B album that's ever been created. The second thought is, and I like this song. The second thought was, this is my least favorite song on the album. I was like, this song is incredible. Both of them sang it well. It was produced well and everything. It was like, but this at best should have been a bonus track. It doesn't fit.
Okay.
It doesn't fit the vibe, the feeling of the album. Great song. It could have been, like I said, it could have been on My Life. It could have been on her next album.
Right.
It could have been a bonus track of this album. But right here where they put it, it's like, damn. Because, like I said, that interlude was taking me out. So basically, I'm cleaning, and then the interlude come on. I'm turning the vacuum off, like, oh. And then this song come on, like, oh, I guess I can use the restroom now. It's the restroom break of the album for me.
Okay.
My third and final thought on this song is, and I was going to wait till we were going to wrap up the album, but I'm going to say it now because it's relevant. I thought Mary J. Blige was out of here, because I was like, this woman, Faith, who I knew nothing about, she is killing. Even if I didn't like this song as much as everything, she's killing. I was like, she's the next Mary. Mary's done. I was like, this is a wrap. I don't even know why Mary even got on here, because she should have knew. I'm like, nah. She was doing what Mary should have did, or what Mary was doing, but like you said, there was no skips or anything. I was like, I can't see her going wrong. If this is the worst it's gonna be, Mary's done. It's about to be the Faith era. I was like, and she married the. I was like, oh, that's a wrap.
Yeah.
So those were my thoughts when this song came on.
You know what's interesting, man? I remember I bought the CD, and for some reason, Mary J. Blige is singing the second verse. The first couple of listens, I did not know that was Mary. And I'm like, okay, well, and then, and I'm talking to my friends. Oh yeah, you heard Mary on that? I was like, and I don't think Mary was, at least on the copy that I had, and this was years ago, I don't think she was even credited for being on the song.
Yes, she was.
At least on again, this is the copy that I had. So I mean, like I
Oh,
bought
the one. I see where you got it. It was on a blanket. It was on a blanket outside of Rite Aid.
I actually bought this from the record store, but for whatever reason, she wasn't on as far as giving a song credit for it. But yeah, you're right. This could have been on My Life. I don't disagree with you in the fact that Faith outsung Mary on it. And what was interesting was, and particularly for those of you who were around in the 90s, the little bit of buzz that we heard about this album was that Faith was better than Mary J Blige. That's the little bit that I heard about her. There's like, yo, she can blow. She's better than Mary. And for me,
she proved it.
Stop it. For me, in 1994, 95, if you said anybody was better than Mary J Blige, I was willing to die on a hill fighting you, because that wasn't possible for me.
No, and this is why you're full of Kyle. because Mary J Blige was loved by the streets. She was not loved by the masses in the night. Hold up, LOX. She was loved by the streets. She was not loved by the masses. But the streets often said, no, we love her. She can't sing worth a damn, but we love her. Her people, our people, us. We was like, man, she can't really sing, but nah. But she's the best. She's the queen of hip hop R&B.
That's right.
And it was like, but singing, maybe give you the tight lips and the side eye. Like, really, is that what we talking about? Right. Her singing is not what we're here to talk about. And so when Faith came out, it was like she got the bad boy. I hate this word, but I'm going to use it for the sake of listeners. She had the bad boy swag, but could sing for real.
Yes.
Because you got speaking of for real, you got to think about this time we had Rochelle Farrell. we had legitimate singers that was not getting any burn. That was not getting any burn because R&B got killed by somebody. And so when you had somebody that had the bad boy, but you rewind this, bad boys behind this, and could sing. Oh, it was a rap. Like I said, I thought Mary was done. I was like, this chick, and she was a looker.
Yeah.
So
but to your point, you're right. There was a lot of people that thought that because there was a constant comparison between Faith and Mary J Blige, and for Mary to get on a track with, for Mary to get on a track with her, and I thought she did decent, but Faith blew her away. And I thought, it was just like, I didn't think she was out of there, but it was just like, competition's kind of stiff now, so that was a time, man. But like you said, we had singers then, like you had to sing. And I don't think for a second that Mary J Blige didn't think she could get on the track and not hold her own against Faith. But
oh no, and then I didn't even see it as a competition, not because it wasn't a competition because she couldn't sing or didn't sing. Because the way I approached it was they were girls, they were friends, and she did her a favor by getting on her album because niggas don't know Faith, we know Mary, and if this is also the era of endorsement.
Yes, sir.
If Mary ride with her, we ride with her. Exactly. If Mary would have came out in an interview was like, man, fuck Faith, we might not have listened to this album. We may not have listened to this album.
You're right.
Because the division for that type of stuff, this is the beginning of the end. We only, as Trevor said, there was only 5 years left.
That's all that was left.
It was only 5 years.
That was all that was left. 5 years, man.
Because you had Kim and Foxy. Foxy came out while she and Kim were still friends. After Kim came out, then there was the thing, and they were split. Had they been beefing at the time of the debuts, we don't know what the split would have been. But the mere fact, if you on Foxy Brown's debut album, her first album, the song El Nana, the title track. She says,
in the track record, I'm all about black, shaking my ass half naked, loving this life, waiting for Kim album to drop, knowing it's tight, standing center stage, closing the show, holding the gap.
shaking my ass half naked, loving this life, waiting for Kim's album to drop, knowing it's tight. So everybody was happy.
Everybody was cool.
We were good. And so, like I said, Mary and Faith, they great. They friends. We know Mary ride with Puff, and Faith was signed with Puff. Everybody's happy. Mm-hmm. So it was just the fact that I'm like, yo, she is really singing. And I just heard My Life. I don't know if this woman can do better than My Life. Mm-hmm. But then again, I ain't think anybody could do better than What's the 411.
1,000%.
So yeah.
Oh man, great points. And then we go from track 6 to track 7. I think this is where the album takes us to the bedroom. She goes to track 7, Come Over, written by Faith Evans and Floyd Howard, produced by Puffy Combs and Charles Thompson. Excuse me, Chucky Thompson. Not Charles Thompson. That's my homeboy. Charles Thompson would never produce a song. So yeah, Come Over, man. What did you think about track 7, Come Over?
Again, and it seems like a thing, but the bridge, crazy. Mm-hmm. I don't want to fight you. I just want you to see.
Yes.
But I love it. Again, the theme. She got in, she got out. Mm-hmm. I mean, her verses and songs are quickies.
And you know,
longer they just repeat. They repeat the chorus or the bridge, but the verse, she give you a hot 8 bars, and then that's it.
And to your point, she's in and out, but the song is 5 minutes and 35 seconds.
Because they repeat the chorus and the bridge. And that is songwriting and structure when it's something like that and you don't even notice it unless some asshole like me points it out.
Facts.
You're like, hold on, wait a minute. Her verse was only like 5 lines.
Yeah, it ain't long.
Like, yeah.
It ain't long, but you get a lot of music. You might not get her singing until, the 1 minute mark. So yeah, you're right. And it like you said, in and out. I love this joint, man. Won't you come over, make sweet love? I mean, it was a lot of sweet love being made back then, man. The 90s was so dope, man. So dope. Love this joint, man. Love it. Track 8, which actually was it was the second song to be released from the album. Track 8, Soon As I Get Home, written by Faith and Puff. If you want to believe that Puff actually wrote it.
Man, Puff wrote that beginning.
He wrote like 2 sentences. Soon As I Get Home, man. What did you think about that one, man?
I like the song. At the time, I didn't like it as much because I had heard it so many times. Yes. And so usually album singles I tend to not like initially because it's like, all right, man, I'm here for the new stuff. I'm here for the stuff I haven't heard. I've heard this song all fucking month. I'm tight. I like that we got a little bit built-in interlude before, and excellently written song. This is the thing, songwriting, especially then. This is reminiscent of the 70s and the 80s songwriting where it's about something. and
Funny concept.
It has a message, but not as a message, a mood, and it conveys a thought. It's like what the singer wants you to feel or think, that's what it is. Mm-hmm. It's not even necessarily up for interpretation. Like, this is what it is, but it's a theme. And so when you can buy into the theme because it is different or original. It makes the song better. When you're singing, when you have, and listen, this is not to disparage the contemporary artists, but when you have a 6-song project, because we can't really even call these albums at this point, when you have a 6-song project and 4 or 5 of the songs are the exact same theme with mostly the exact same beat, it kind of takes you out of it. You can't really enjoy it. Even the songs, even the albums that we love, it's so dope. It's like it's one whole song. It just keeps flowing into each other. It does, but there's different themes to that flow. It's not like, it's the difference is, man, this song goes right with that one. I love it. Instead of, oh, this is a new song? This is a different song? Oh, okay. What's the name of this one? Because it sounds just like the other one. I don't know. And so this I love the way the song was written. I love the way she sang it. Great song.
Yeah, man. Same here. This was one that, like to your point, normally with radio singles, they tend to wear on you. So by the time, by the time they're out of rotation and you're still sitting with the album, I'm not gonna say that they become skips for you, but it's just like you've heard it so many times, because this was novel concept. This was the time where we actually could listen to the radio, and this was, like I said, the second single, but it didn't rub me the wrong way. It was something, and still is a good song, and one of the songs that I love listening to. Like you said, just what she's singing about. I mean, as soon as I get home, I'll make it up to you. I mean, how many times your woman come home and say, as soon as you get home, they're going to make it up to you?
Never.
Oh, Lord, this is so true. That's never said. But, I mean, I appreciate Faith for trying.
They never said that they was going to make it up to me. So as I got home, they also never said, won't you come over and make love to me? I don't know.
Hey, speak for yourself, buddy.
I don't know what kind of conversations this woman is having with these men.
Oh, man, but I love the song, man. I love the song.
Won't you come over and fix the sink?
Won't you come over and change my tire? Then we move to track 9, which track 9 is the longest song on the album. It's 6 minutes, 2 seconds, and it's written by Faith, produced by Chucky Thompson and Puff. It is my favorite song on the album. The song is called All This Love. Man, this joint, it's a lot of stuff I could say about this joint, but this song, man, Faith, in my opinion, I mean, she kills it this whole album, but I think this song right here, she was, as the young folks say, and I hate the saying, she was in her bag.
Oh no, you're such a millennial.
All right, sounds so corny. But man, she crushed it, man. Oh my gosh, this song is everything. I mean, like, from the hook to the end, the la la la's, bruh. Man, listen. A young 12 Kyle used to sing this to Sharice.
Oh, Jesus Christ, man.
I used to sing to Sharice all the time.
I'm going to leave the studio right now, man. Look, call me back in when it's my turn.
All right, you tell me what you think.
I don't need to be around all of this stuff, man. Clean up, man. Get the mop.
Oh, man. Love this joint, man. Favorite song on the album. What about you?
This gets you back into a mood. This is the sing-along song. This is the song that make you think. Listen, this is my thoughts. This has nothing to do with what my friend here just said. I was about to say, this is a song that make you think you can sing.
Yes, that too.
because this come on, you're like, oh, let me kill this one. Fucking curdled milk lies. You're ruining the song, but boy, you got your eyes closed. You feeling it though.
Yes.
This is the song that makes you feel good. It's another song that makes you feel good. And while it is the longest on there, it's because boredom lies. she repeats them and she gives you some more chorus. But yeah, this might be the first time in an R&B song someone used the word abundantly in it.
She does. She bodied it abundantly.
She bodied it.
Yeah, she did. She really did, man. And then the next track is an interlude, track 10. Thank You, Lord. It's only 55 seconds. I can deal with it. I mean, it's, she's thanking the Lord. So, I mean, just.
See, and that's the problem. See, that's the Showtime at the Apollo move.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's just whack, but you can't say it's whack because it's about Jesus.
Exactly. Yeah, you go to Showtime at the Apollo, you sing a gospel song, you will not get booed, no matter how bad you are.
They're like, oh, you suck. We want to throw everything at you, but oh, Jesus. All right, we rolling. So, if I'm being completely honest, get rid of all the interludes on this album.
Okay.
And you got a tight ship. Because the interludes simply take you out of the vibe and the mood that the songs put you in. The only reason why what's her name does it as soon as I get home because she gets right into it. Mm-hmm. But I get it. I love the Lord and thank you too.
Yeah, right. And it's 55 seconds, so you really don't even skip it. You just kind of deal with it because it's 50. And don't get me wrong, I don't want anybody.
It's like a YouTube ad waiting for a skip ad right. to show up. You're like, all right, man, where's the skip ad?
Right.
Where's the skip ad?
And I don't want anybody because we love the Lord, but
yeah,
I'm just saying we just had all of this love. I didn't need to go to the Lord after all of this love. I mean,
right? Yeah. It's on her back now. Now I got to think about Jesus. Oh man, that ain't fun.
Oh man. Then we moved to track 11, which was the lead single. You Used to Love Me. Man, listen, banger. Love this joint, man. Of course, like I said, lead single. She had a video for it. Incredible song, man. It's one of those songs that, like you said, got heavy, at least for me, got heavy radio play, but I never got tired of it. What did you think about You Used to Love Me?
Oh, I got tired of it, but it's a great song. This song could have been on, if they did a remake for Waiting to Exhale, this would have been the lead single. Ironically enough, it was supposed to be Total song.
Okay, wow, did not know that.
Yeah, that's the ironic part, but she kept it in it. It worked. Mm-hmm. So yeah, everyone's heard it. She got in, she got out, she got a verse and a half and mad chords.
Yes, and the guitar playing.
Oh man, hit you with the guitar solo like Stanley Brown on Pause. Yeah.
Well played. I hear you. So then after You Used to Love Me, we go to track 12. Give It to Me. Whew, man, what did you think about this one?
Hey man, we got our first official appearance of Puff on this song. He been writing his ass off this whole album,
Allegedly.
But now we finally get. No, come on, man. He's a super writer. And so this is much like Falling in Love. Mm-hmm. Now I'm back in the car. I'm back in the car riding. I'm feeling good. This is where I gotta go pick up the soda and the ice for the barbecue. I'm driving to go pick that up so I can drop it off. Really, really well written song. And again, it makes you the lyrics convey a concise thought, and it makes you like, what is he giving her?
Yes.
Have I ever gave that to somebody? I want somebody to think that, So that's I really like this song.
Yeah, man. Same here. This gave me like a just a real mellow vibe, man. I love this joint. I love the way it comes on. Again, to me, at this point, Faith is not disappointing me at all. Like, I'm still locked in. I am loving every song on this album to this point. Give It To Me, like I said, real mellow, real laid back. And like you said, there's a theme. She's singing to a particular theme, and she's getting in, getting out, and the song just flows. Then we move to track 13, You Don't Understand. What did you think about You Don't Understand?
Here's the thing about You Don't Understand. This I want you to understand this about You Don't Understand. This is where she showed that she could sing her face off.
Facts.
The end of this song, man, when she told me she needed my help, man, nah. This song, this was the stop in your tracks and listen song. I mean, you're not, but this was the one when it came on. I just sat and just like, wow. Mm-hmm. She killed this song. This is supposedly the only one that was really about Big.
Really?
Supposedly.
Wow.
Yeah, no, because other people think the Soon As I Get Home or You Used to Love Me was about Big, but I think that one was supposedly about her ex.
Okay.
One of those was about her ex, but this one was supposedly the one about Big, but her voice on this song,
yes,
absolutely ridiculous. When you get to the end of this song, if you ain't feeling this song, I can't.
Something's wrong.
Yeah, I can't connect to you.
Yeah, man, I'm rolling. I'm with you, man. This is one of the songs where, like I said earlier, that you hear it on the album, but you can't wait to hear it live because you know she's going to destroy it because she crushed it on the album. So you only know it's going to get even better when you hear it live. But man, Faith, this was one of the songs where I think, at least in the debates that I was having with my friends, because again, 94, 95, and you couldn't tell me nothing about Mary J Blige. But, and I wasn't really ready to relent on that point. But this song right here, as much as I love Mary, she couldn't do this song, right? She couldn't.
Absolutely not. She couldn't do it right now. She couldn't do it then.
Stop it.
No. Now she could.
Well, yeah, she couldn't do it now.
No,
yeah.
She can. No,
I'm pretty sure
this
Faith
song
could do it now. Well, maybe.
Nah, Faith could do it now. Yeah, but this song is just absolutely incredible.
She crushed it. Then we get to track 14, Don't Be Afraid, written by Faith Evans and Latice Shaw, produced by Herb Middleton. Your thoughts on that?
Don't Be Afraid. Again, with the sequencing, she just gave us the super roller coaster, and then now she's melting us back out. Like, you know what? Relax. I still got this. Total control. The way that this thing was laid out is incredible. They could have easily just went, all right, let's put the mid tempos in the front. Let's put some ballads at the end, or vice versa, or something. But the way that they told a story with this, where they laid the album out, is incredible. And this song, again, makes you think about, damn, whoever this is, they something. This is one of those albums that make you want to be like, either, damn, I want to be whoever she's singing to, or
Right.
I'm glad I ain't that dude she's singing to. It's one or the other. Like, oh, wait a minute, nah, I didn't do that. I still love you. And I used to. I don't. Or I would love to come over and do that. So,
right.
nah, great song.
Yeah, man, I love it for all the reasons that you said, man. It this song right here, man. It brings you and puts you in the mood for just feeling away. You know, a lot of these songs on a lot of albums that we talk about, you know, they're made to bring out certain emotions. But I think to your point, the way that Faith sings and the way that these songs are written, it makes you think either she's singing or talking about a specific person. And it also makes you reflect on your life. Like I know for me, again, at the time that this album came out, Sharice and I were dating, so this was huge for us. My friend over here who's a player, you know,
Who's over there?
there might be a song or two that reminds him of a woman. Who knows? We don't know.
All these songs remind me of Faith Evans.
So there's no woman in E's life that is connected to any of these songs.
Your Honor, all of these songs remind me of Faith Evans.
He's pleading the fifth. 1, 2, 3, fifth. So,
Your Honor, Faith Renee Evans.
So if you had the tape, the album ends there. But if you had the CD, there was a bonus track. And that was track 15 called Reasons.
And that, my friends, is my favorite song on the entire album.
I knew it, man. What's to love about? Well, I mean, there's a lot of stuff to love about Reasons, but why is Reasons your favorite song?
I wasn't even supposed to have this song. Oh, the mere fact that I had the CD, I got the song. The mere fact that this was originally an interlude, and because of one of the greatest producers of all time, told them to make it a song. Oh man, yeah, this was originally going to be an interlude, but because
I'm glad they did.
yeah, because what was that? Dave Hollister singing background vocals on it during the Blackstreet sessions. Teddy Riley heard him singing it, and it was like, "Nah, it's an interlude for an album." It was like, "Nah, this needs to be a song," and he convinced Puffy to make it a song. Yeah,
I'm glad he did. Man. This
it's crazy because you listen to the thing and you're like, "Damn, all right, that's it. This is a great album," and then this comes on, and this is the spine chilling tingle song.
Yes.
The track is crazy, and the lyrics, the way she's singing them, what the chorus is. And then, the when I can seem to find my way, you brighten up my darkest day, repeating it at the end. There's not many albums that the bonus track is my favorite song on the entire album. So basically, I was saying you wouldn't have had a favorite if I would have bought the cassette. I would have been like, no, that's dope. What's your jam? I don't know. No Other Love, I guess. But this was like, nah. I've heard this song more than I've heard the entire album.
Wow. So
I love this
song. It's on your
song.
slow jams, get the draws tape from back in the day.
Oh man, I remember making a mix CD. I want to say, and this song was on it like twice. I was like, nah, we gonna open and close with the same song, man. This is nah.
He's producing.
Give me the reasons. Nah.
Oh man, that's funny, man. This, I guess, is my third favorite track. But like you said, man, you could make it number one, and I understand exactly why you have it at number one. But like you said, if you bought the tape, you didn't have this song.
There's people that probably still don't know this song.
Man, there are very few people that I can think of that closed out an album like this? Because normally your last song on the album or a bonus track, something they threw in or whatever. Like that.
This ain't North Star Jewels.
Not at all. Not at all. This ain't something they put together. And like you said, great story about Dave Hollister. Because and if you listen to the song, you can kind of hear how it could have been an interlude. But I mean, hell, she's already 3 interludes in. We don't need any more interludes on this album.
Right. We didn't need the one she gave us.
So. Yeah, man, I love this joint, man. I mean, like, man, this song is incredible. Great finish to the album. Again, man, 25 years. It's hard to believe that this album is turning 25. So as we wrap up the podcast and look back,
look, this album is in my personal.
That's what I was going to ask you.
Top. This is in my personal top 10 R&B albums of all time ever. And my favorite. It might be in my top 5, but it's definitely in my top 10. I adore this album. So, and the criteria is I like everything on it, even if I got to deal with these interludes. Because some albums have like, say it's 12 tracks. Some have 8 bangers, and then 4 songs. You're like, nah, I can't rock with them like that. Right. I mean, I still love them, but I can't say they're in my top 10. My top 10 is a very rare air feel, even though. It's a very me thing because a few of the albums that's in my top 10 are in no one's top 10.
Why are we not surprised?
Listen, you gotta roll with what you like. You gotta like what you like. For those of you playing at home, real briefly, I'll tell you my top 10.
Do it.
Guy is number 1. Well, not number 1, but it's number 2 actually. Bobby Brown, Don't Be Cruel.
Of course.
Troop,
this guy.
Attitude. If you ever heard that whole album, there's not a flaw in that entire album.
And Cameron are the only people I know that love that album.
Because Cameron's a great guy, and I don't know. I'm assuming he's adopted.
Cameron is my son.
I'm assuming he's adopted. I'll Be Sure's In Effect Mode.
Yes, sir.
BBD's Poison. We could go with the Boot City.
Podcast on that.
We could go to Boot City variety if you want. Mary J Blige, My Life.
Of course, GOAT.
The Killer. En Vogue's Born to Sing. Michelle Lay's self-titled debut.
Okay.
The number 1 album, Keith Sweat, Make It Last Forever.
How did I know?
And Faith. Those are my 10.
Okay.
I can add all of those to a playlist, hit shuffle, and be
good.
Happy.
Okay. So I guess I already know the answer to this, but before we get out of here, I want to throw this at you. You're on an island, and you can only take 1 album with you. You've got
Keep Sweat, Make It Last Forever.
You're on an island, and you can only take 1 album with you. You got My Life, you got Faith's debut album, you got Baduism, and you've got Who Is Jill Scott. Which album are you taking?
I'll tell you which one floating first. It gotta be My Life. It gotta be My Life.
Okay.
And the reason why My Life, for those of you playing at home, after I just waxed poetic about, and I did include My Life in my 10, so
you did.
Don't, let's not be crazy. It's because of the variety of tempos on My Life.
Yes,
I'm gonna get, because if I'm on an island by myself and I'm listening to Faith, I'm going to sleep a lot and I'm going to want to fuck. And ain't nobody going to be there. Don't nothing on my life really
Well,
make
we'll
you want
assume
to
that
fuck.
you're going with company, but I mean,
Okay, then man, hey, it might be. It might be.
you know,
it might be
it's funny
fake.
how they always put you on an island by yourself with music, but you ain't got shit to play it on or nothing. No electricity, no nothing.
I could make I could be like the professor and make a CD player out of coconuts. But nah, because the thing about my life, it's nothing in my life that really turn you on. It just make you, you feel
It's
good.
a mood. It's a mood, man. That's a great analogy. And those are 4 incredible albums from 4 different styles of women. But
How do you rank those 4? Go ahead.
I probably go
First, go ahead, do it.
Baduism 4th.
Wrong. So thank you everybody for listening to the show.
Baduism 4th, Faith 3rd, Who Is Jill Scott 2nd, and My Life 1st.
All right, man. Tell everybody what to send the comments to.
Hey, y'all know where to hit me up at. Y'all know where to hit me up at.
That was the worst ranking in the history of
never ever. But yeah, man. Again, we gotta thank you guys for listening. Before we get out of here, tell the folks where they can find you at, where they can hit you up at, where we can have some discussion about their music taste or your music taste. Tell them where they can hit you up at.
All right, listen. If you're on the Twitter streets, at Eclectic Podcast, that's the podcast Twitter handle. At One Gotta Go if you're feeling like playing some games, and at Tweet Rhymes Life if you enjoy the hip hop. If you're on Instabibble, at Eclectic, that's ECLECTIK, and that's for the regular joint. And then Eclectic Discussion Podcast is the podcast Instagram. And then Encyclopedia Hip Hop Pod is the other Instagram. So if you're listening to podcasts like this one, then you enjoy my sweet silky voice. You could go and download the podcast and stream it out. Eclectic Discussion Podcast and Encyclopedia Hip Hop Podcast, where for a lot of time in the near future, you will listen to me demolish Kyle in a series of tracks. So tune in and enjoy.
No doubt. Well, you guys have been listening to my podcast long enough. You know that you can find the 12 Kyle podcast anywhere where podcasts are free. That's going to do it for us. Again, thanks for checking out this podcast. So for my man Eclectic, I'm your boy 12 Kyle. Again, Faith Evans, the debut album, 25 years later. Thanks for checking us out. We'll catch you guys on the next go round. 5,000.
When you manage procurement for multiple facilities, every order matters. But when it's for a hospital system, they matter even more. Grainger gets it and knows there's no time for managing multiple suppliers and no room for shipping delays. That's why Grainger offers millions of products in fast, dependable delivery, so you can keep your facility stocked, safe, and running smoothly. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
When the insurance company doesn't pay what you deserve after you've been hurt in an auto accident, the law firm of Greenberg & Betterman is here to help you. Get a free consultation today. Visit gblawyers.com, that's gblawyers.com, and feel better.